How to fix a vinyl fence post without removing the vinyl post. So we recently had a hurricane that bent a bunch of vinyl fence posts that were concreted in, and the only way we could fix that initially was to pull those posts out. I wanted to have a quick and easy solution, so here's a solution that might help you guys out without taking those posts out.
So I've been trying to figure out how to fix a fence without taking the posts out. I think I might have figured out how to do it. So what happened is some of these posts right here got cracked and leaned to the side. So what most people do, and it's probably the best thing to do if you want a good fence, is to dig out the old posts and redo the whole fence. Now, I don't have the time to do that, and I don't really care about how it looks. I just want a fence that works. So what I've been able to figure out is I went and got myself a I think they call these metal aluminum T bars or whatever. I'll probably put it in the description. But basically what they use this for is to make the fence hurricane proof, and basically that prevents this part right here, which is very easy to bend and break, be more strong. So if you don't have the concrete inside the post, here you can just slide this in. It's very easy, it just goes in. As you can see, it's empty on the inside, but you have to make sure that it's not bent. For example, this one right here is bent in, and you can see it's almost impossible to put that inside. And then what happened here is when I laid this one in concrete, it deformed, so it doesn't fit in here. So this one unfortunately won't work. I'll have to take out the post with the concrete, put a new one in. But there are some of them, for example this one, I'll be able to do that, and then this one most likely I'll be able to do because it's not deformed. So I hope this works. Once I'm done, I'll post it in. Hopefully it'll help some of you that don't want to spend a lot of time and money taking the old posts out and replacing them with the new ones. As you can see, I've done it here too. Okay. I know it looks ugly, but it'll work. As you can see, I have a lot of posts, and if you add up all the ones that I don't have to dig out, it might be helpful for some of you out there. Okay, so here's the final result of the fence. As you can see, if you really look into it, you'll see it. But overall, it's very straight. You'll see a little bit of crack here. If you really look into it, you can see it here. But if you look far away, you won't even tell. So if you just need a fence that works, you can take this technique and use it. So with these, as you can see here, I had to use a like a heat gun to melt this out. I actually, in the previous video, I said that I would have to dig it up. I ended up not digging it out. I used a heat gun to melt this thing right here, and then used a 2x4 while it was still hot to melt it and try to get in the I-beam in there. So as you can see, if you really look into it, you'll see that it's not as pretty, but structurally it's pretty solid. You know, same thing here. All of these ended up having a beam in there. So, but you know, the beam goes all the way to the top here, and
You can see here, it looks way decent. And I actually had a triangle that went in here, but this also has a metal beam in it. As you can see, I cut it right here. So I don't know. I think it turned out okay. I wasn't gonna, you know, put in new beams in here everywhere, but I was able to get those I-beams in a corner beam inserted in there. Now all of these are going to be hopefully hurricane proof next hurricane, and they're in good shape.